Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is your daily health report for the DexFi protocol and Bernard bonds. It's December 23rd, 2025, and today we're really going to dig into how the fund is holding up as we head right into the holiday week.
All right, before we jump in, you know the drill. This is all for educational purposes. It is absolutely not financial advice, so please make sure you're always doing your own research.
Okay, so here's what we've got on tap today. We'll kick things off with a quick health snapshot, the big numbers. Then, we'll get into the most important part, the volume to yield engine. After that, we'll peek into the Treasury, check out the multi-chain setup, run a concentration check, and wrap it all up with our final verdict.
So no messing around, let's get straight to the numbers you care about most, the vital signs of the fund.
First up, the total value locked in the fund is holding incredibly steady at just under $1.6 million. With all the volatility in the broader market lately, seeing this kind of stability is fantastic. It's exactly what you want to see.
And check this out. We are right on the verge of hitting a major milestone. We're just a handful of bonds away from 25,000 in circulation. That shows real, continued confidence in the protocol. We're so close.
The current APR is sitting at a very, very healthy 30.47%. Now, what's so cool about this number isn't just that it's high, it's where it actually comes from. And that brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole explainer.
Right. This is the absolute core concept for any bondholder to understand. We're going to break down precisely how your returns are generated. This isn't magic, it's mechanics.
So you see that 30% number, and you got to ask, right, where does that yield actually come from? Is it something that's sustainable? And the answer is a resounding yes, because it's all about one thing, volume.
Look, it's a super simple three-step process. Every single trade on the platform generates a small protocol fee. Those fees get collected, and then they get paid out directly to you, the bondholders, as yield. This is the key. It's not inflationary funny money, it's real yield from real market activity.
And this chart right here just proves the point. Today's trading volume was a solid $8.05 million. That's right in line with our recent average of about $8.8 million. So even with holiday quiet setting in, that's a fantastic run rate that is directly fueling that APR.
And if we drill down a little deeper, we can see where that volume is coming from. Yeah, Zora is definitely leading the charge with over 4 million, but what I really love to see is this healthy mix from other assets like REI, LMTS, and AV&T. That kind of diversity is the secret sauce for consistent fee generation.
Okay, so we know that fees are collected, but where do they go before they get paid out? Well, that takes us to the protocol's cash on hand, its tactical reserve, the Treasury. Let's see how big it is and what it's for.
Right now, the protocol is holding just over $90,000 in liquid assets. You can basically think of this as the fund's deployment capital, money that's ready to go when a strategic opportunity pops up.
And as you can see, the huge majority of this is held in ETH, which is great. The rest is in stablecoins and a few other key tokens. This capital is what allows the protocol to be nimble, to jump into new vaults, to rebalance positions, all without touching the existing core investments. It's really smart.
Okay, let's talk about another crucial layer of risk management, and that's spreading the fund's value across different blockchains. It's about not having all your eggs in one basket.
Now, you'll see Base is the big one here, holding 89% of the fund's value, and that is absolutely by design. But having these strategic positions on BNB chain, on the new Sonic chain, and on Avalanche is just so important. It protects against any single chain issues and lets the fund tap into totally different ecosystems for volume and fees.
All right, for our last big data check, we've got to ask a crucial question. Are the fund's assets spread out safely, or is too much money piled into just one or two things? Let's check.
So, take a look at the top 5 positions here. We've got a really healthy spread. Notice the biggest one is only about 10% of the entire fund. In fact, if you add up all 5 of these top positions, they still only make up about 28% of the total. This is textbook diversification and exactly what you want to see for solid risk management. And that's the number I really want you to focus on, 10%. That's the largest single position. What this screams to us is that there is no dangerous overconcentration. The fund's capital is spread thin across more than 50 different vaults, and that is a fantastic sign of a healthy, well-managed protocol.
So, after crunching all those numbers and looking at the data from every angle, what's our final assessment? What's the verdict on the protocol's health today?
The verdict is simple, and it is clear, healthy.
full green light. All the key indicators are stable, sustainable, and show that risk is being managed properly.
And just to recap why, the fund value is rock solid at nearly $1.6 million. The APR is steady and, importantly, backed by real volume. The volume itself is maintaining a healthy run rate. Wallet reserves are good to go, and there is zero vault overconcentration. Check, check, and check.
So the bottom line is this. DexFi is going into the holiday season in very strong shape. Yeah, we might see volumes soften just a little bit. That's totally normal for this time of year, but the core engine that generates that real yield is as robust as ever. For all the nitty-gritty details, you can always check out the official sites.
And we'll wrap it up with our full disclosure. Remember, this is all for educational purposes. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Stay safe out there, stay diversified, and from all of us here, have a wonderful holiday season.